Hello everybody, Halloween is in the air, and welcome back to Morris Manor. As you can see, I bought the Spirit Halloween 2020 online-only exclusive Plague Doctor animatronic, I believe produced by Seasonal Visions, but I may be wrong on that. Correct me in the comments if you need to. Yeah, as you can see, the box came a little damaged, but, you know, as long as the prop inside is unharmed, which it was, I'm not going to complain too much, so, yeah, you can go ahead and pause that if you want to read the backstory. Overall, $230 is a bit of a steep price for a static, but he is extremely tall and very large proportions, so I'm pretty happy with the purchase overall. Let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy and see what's inside. Alright, well, starting out, as you guys can see, we just have all the pieces and parts inside the box there. I always like to start by just taking everything out and seeing what we're working with in full. Yeah, there's the headpiece there, there's some of the support pieces, you know, the shoulders, the clothes, the fog tube, which I don't hook up in the video, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of connect it into the hand and let it run out the back of the robe. Yep, so just getting everything kind of laid out and ready to start assembling. And yeah, pretty much that's all there is the base with the poles to hold everything up and some of the hands and arm pieces, I believe. And with everything taken out, let's take a look at all the pieces we have here. Pretty much just everything laid out and ready to go. And with that being said, let's go ahead and start the actual build. So first things first, you got to go ahead and just take the zip ties off of the base and the support poles, and obviously take the base out of the wrapped bubble wrap plastic stuff. And yeah, I'd never seen this before. I guess the base has like a support system for the actual poles because of how tall it is. I'm assuming is why anyway. It's just to kind of hold up the whole structure and make sure it doesn't get too messed up. So yeah, you just kind of gotta connect it in as any normal Seasonal Visions prop, but then it wants you to put the metal little I guess almost kind of hook looking thing down there at the bottom through a part on the bottom pole. Yeah, I did it wrong the first time. I didn't really realize it was that low, so I had to go ahead and redo that, but no big deal. Yeah, and then you go ahead and put the third pole up, and that's, as you can see, I'm about 6 foot, so that brings you up to almost my height, and that's not even the full, figure yet, so as you can tell, it's going to be a pretty tall boy. And then the hip support, that's just, yeah, the hips right there. And after that, the module piece with the shoulder frames and the arm connections and, basically the heart of the entire prop. And right after that, go ahead and get the shoulder support and put it right up there at the top. Next up, it wanted you to go ahead and get the clothes out. I kind of struggled with this for a while just because of how, again, big proportionate the clothes were. It was a little complicated to kind of get over the whole thing. What I ended up actually doing was taking it kind of apart and assembling it almost inside the clothes because it was difficult to kind of get it up and around everything just because, again, of how big the clothes were. But once, I figured it out and got the hang of it, it wasn't really that bad. Yeah, as you guys can see, I'm just kind of putting the clothes over the poles there, and then I'm just going to kind of pull it up over the structure I have built at the moment. Which proved to be a little more difficult because I didn't really realize, how the stuff would fit back through. The hip loop was really the worst part of the whole thing. I could just kind of squeeze that in, and then once that was done, get it up over the rest. It wasn't too bad, but it took a minute, and it was a bit of a tedious process. I probably should have just put it over the whole thing, but you know me, I don't play by the rules, so yeah, I ended up having to do a lot more work than I probably should have. So that's on me. I would suggest to not do that if you ever get this particular animatronic. But yeah, eventually, I did get the hang of it. I cut out a lot of my my stumbling, so you guys don't have to sit through all that. But yeah, there you guys can see I just kind of have it up and the clothes ready on the structure now. Everything's coming together. Everything's looking pretty good. Now it wants you to go ahead and take the arm pieces, which I believe I'm gathering back there. just kind of thread them through the sleeves and connect them to the prongs on the inside of the prop. As you guys saw, it's on the same, module control center piece, basically, as most Seasonal Visions props are. Again, I do believe this is Seasonal Visions, but I could be wrong. I'm not up to date on some of the prop manufacturers, but I do think it is Seasonal Visions. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, so just getting the arms kind of put up there. I think I have them both in right now. And then go ahead and put the head on, the fun part, which again, as you guys can see, is very large proportioned. I knew he was tall. I did not realize how big his proportions were. It actually reminds me quite a bit of like Nightmare Harvester, just on like how big proportioned everything is. And yeah, as you guys can see there, the outstretched hand, which I was a big fan of. I didn't realize how detailed it was in person. The online pictures and videos did not really show like the cool vein details they had on there, so that was very nice to include as much detail as they did on that. And then yeah, go ahead and assemble the hand and the staff to go below it, which I'm not sure if there was any particular order. It took me a second to kind of figure out what they were wanting me to do, because I thought there might be a particular order to put the 3 poles. I don't think there is, at least it didn't tell me there was in the instructions. So I guess just kind of connect them however you want, and as long as they stick, that's all that really matters. Yeah, I apologize for me just kind of not really knowing what to do there. I wasn't 100% certain on everything to do, but that's all there really is to do. So once that's done, you just got to kind of connect some wires, put the belt on around the actual animatronic, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is. So let's see the Plague Doctor in action. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm really sorry that this wasn't like some fantastic video. I just kind of wanted to get another unboxing out. I have a lot of these that I'm going to have to be getting out this September and October, so look forward to those. I have a whole list. I'm not sure what will have all been released at this point, but yeah, here's the Plague Doctor. You guys all knew this was coming because, channel icon, duh. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please stay tuned on Morris Manor because I have a lot more fun, spooky Halloween content coming your way this October. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.
It came from outer space, and this is how the message ran.